Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, nice to meet you. My name is Reija and I'm a huge beauty addict, especially eyeshadow. Well, maybe not especially anymore. I've gotten really into base products too lately. But yeah, today we are doing mini reviews of eyeshadow palettes that I have been testing. I have about 10-ish palettes that I've been testing and reviewing. I will link all the full videos of the palettes in the description box that I have done videos with. First, I want to say that this eye look, it's not from one of these palettes. This is from Wooden's Eye and Makeup Just for Fun Flora Story palette, because I'm trying to figure out like what kind of look to do for my friend's wedding in July, and I'm going to order a purple dress, but I think this is too much for a wedding. So, but it's from this palette, and I just used this shade, and then this shimmer, and that's the look, the eye look basically. But it has nothing to do with the palettes that I'm gonna review for you. First, I'm gonna get this out of the way. The Beauty Bay Metamorphic palette, because it was limited edition. So yes, this should be in these mini reviews, but it's not available anymore. So I don't want to, put it in here because you can't get it anymore. But if you want to, you can go get. I'll link the video in the description box anyway of me reviewing this palette. But I'm not gonna waste any more time with this one. It was a different format from Beauty Bay and it looked like this, but I'm not gonna do a mini review of it. And I'm looking. I have first time ever I have written down notes. This is Moomin character. I don't know what it's called in other countries, but in Finland it's haisuli, like smelly or something. I don't know. And on the lips, of course, I have lip liner, and then I have the NYX Fat Oil Slick Click. And this is in the shade. It's different. So this is this kind of clicky thing is, and it's pretty sheer shade, but it has shimmer in it. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, that's on my lips. But let's begin. First of all, I have the Gourmande Girls Haunted palette. So yes, this is it's been a long time since I last time did mini reviews, but I don't have that many palettes because I haven't bought that many palettes. But this is the Haunted from Gourmande Girls and Doodles by the Bunny. They did 3 or 4 collab palettes, and this was one of them. This was last year's 2023 Halloween palette from them, and it looks like this. I tried to do swatches for you. I know I had to remove everything from my computer because I had to empty the whole computer and reboot it, and because it started to crash. It's old computer, it's like 6 years old, so I had to do that. So but if I find time, I'll try to film swatches of all of these palettes. I'll try them anyway. So this is what it looks like. Gourmande Girls is US indie brand. You can get them Monolith also. I will link everything that I can in their own site, and also in their in the Monolith, the ones that you can get from Monolith. I bought this one from Monolith, and yeah, I'll try also to put some pictures up of the looks that I've done with these palettes. So they are cruelty free. I actually don't know because the laws changed now in US. So I think I didn't find the vegan from them because some pigments, some vegan pigments are not FDA approved in USA. They are approved in Europe, but not in USA. So they're not. So they have to use carmine, which is not vegan. I don't know if there's something used in this palette. This only says cruelty free, it doesn't say vegan. So yeah, this is about 52 euros, and as I said, you can get it both on their own site and in Monolith, if they still have it in Monolith. I did one of my favorite looks with this palette of last year, well, ever. I will definitely try to find that one and show it to you. The quality of this palette is really beautiful. It's very buildable and easy to blend and easy to work with. They are pigmented though, and this black is very good black. The shimmers are beautiful. There's a couple of different formulas, and yeah, one thing that I had that I would wanted to have something else than just yellow and pink light shade, because this is a satin. So I would wanted to have some thing like that you can end the blend with, like bone color matte or light beige or something to go with these two shades maybe, and even with this one. This one has the greeny here, but I think it needed one more lighted shade. And yeah, this have 7 mattes and 1 satin, which is this one, and 6 shimmers. And I think these shimmers do look like they are all the same formula. Well, maybe not. Maybe there's a couple more like a sparkly shades and a couple more like a not so sparkly shades, but the shimmers are beautiful and I love this. I finally have a grass green shimmer. So yeah, and yeah, the thing that I said in my review video also is that it is a bit similar with the nightshade, which was another of my favorite palettes. Last year I had 2. This one, as you can see, they are pretty similar. Like, maybe they could have done something different, I don't know. But yeah, so that's the Haunted from Gourmande, girls. And if you buy from US, try to find code for from someone to use. I like to order from Monolith because even I get the code in the US to use, I have to pay the customs. So it's same to order from Monolith. Okay, the next one, I have another Halloween palette, and this is the Woodens Eye and Angelica collab second time, and they did 2 palettes for Halloween last year, and I only bought the one. This one is the little ghost palette. I have the sleeve still in it because they are a bit different. I don't know, should I? And in the sleeve has the ingredients in this one, and back of the palette you have the shade names. They are in the palette too. I actually think I'm gonna throw this away. So yeah, this is the little ghosts from Ghost. Last time I checked, when I did my notes, it was still in stock. But I don't know anymore. But I do know that when it sells out, you can't get it anymore. It won't come back. And this was about 42 euros. This is cruelty free. Powders are vegan in Woodens Eye. This one has 1 multichrome. Which one was it? Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Of course, Woodens Eye quality is excellent. It's one of my favorite formulas ever. And the artwork from wooden sign is so beautiful. They have different textures in the shimmers in here. Some are a bit more flaky, and then this one is a bit more satiny or like basic shimmer. Some are a bit more sparkly, and some are a little bit more muted. I'm sorry, I have to look my notes. So this one has 9 mattes and 7 shimmers, so 16 shades. These shadows, the mattes from wooden side, they practically blend themselves. They are so good, so easy to work with, even though they're very pigmented, but they're not like too pigmented, because that's not good either, especially if you are a beginner. About the color story, it's maybe not the first color story that would come mind in Halloween, but in case you haven't watched Angelica, she's from Sweden, I'm from Finland. In here, the Halloween culture is just like starting. We haven't partied Halloween or when we were young, so that's the big reason for it, why it's like this one. And yeah, these are buildable. You can go from light to dark or dark to light. They work very well. So yeah, that's a nice palette. And then I have Cosmic Beauty these days. I'm not sure, does this still say, because they like rebranded a bit, changed their name because they don't sell only brushes anymore, because it used to be Cosmic Brushes. Now it's Cosmic Beauty, and this is their Gothic palette, and this is UK indie brand. And this palette is about 35 euros, so it's really nice price with this quality. Both of the Cosmic Beauty, all of the Cosmic Beauty palettes that I have, I don't understand. How can they do such a good quality, beautiful palettes with little costs? This one has 12 shades, which is smaller than what they used to have. It has one multi-chrome. It's this one. And one thing that I love about Cosmic Beauty palettes, they always have one very light, like a reflective shade. In this palette, it's like purplish. Also, they changed a bit so that you don't get customs from ordering Cosmic Beauty anymore. It's VAT included. So that's nice. Of course, this one also, I don't know, like I heard people saying that this doesn't remind them of Gothic, but for me this is exactly what comes to my mind from Gothic, like dark purple, burgundy shades. It's exactly what comes to my mind from Gothic, which I also said in the review video. I've also done one of my favorite looks with this palette, and same story with this one. They are pigmented, but they are easy to work with. You can work from lightest to dark or darkest to light. They work very well, and these are vegan and cruelty free. Really been enjoying Cosmic Beauty palettes. All of these brands actually. These are one of my favorite, these are my favorite brands at the moment. But yeah, very nice palette, beautiful shades, beautiful to work with. And another Cosmic Beauty palette was the other palette that was my favorite palette last year. I couldn't decide between the Nightshade from Gourmande and this one. Although now if you would ask me, it would definitely be this one. So this is the Cosmic Beauty Winter Wonderland palette, and this is like palette that I would make. It's so my color story. So this one is about 42 euros, and it also has the VAT included. 12 shades. I don't think so. 20 shades. Vegan and cruelty-free, 12 mattes, 8 shimmers with 2 multichromes and 1 duochrome. Let me see. I think this is the other multichrome, and this is probably the other duochrome. Not sure, but this one also, all of the Cosmic Beauty palettes that I have this lighter shade. In this one it's like goldish, it's like icy white. This one is definitely multichrome. As you can see, it's like a blue, red, and this one is like green, purple, but I don't know which one is the duochrome. But yeah, this was definitely one of my favorite palettes. One thing about the lighter shades in these palettes is also that you can use them as a highlighter. Just be careful not to overdo them. And same story goes with this palette as the Gothic palette. They work very well. They're easy to work with. And I love Cosmic Beauty that they go from very dark to very light. Pretty much all of these palettes go from light to dark, I think. But yeah, I will say that they will have hard time to top this one in my mind, because this is just so much like my color story. And then I have the Cursed Cosmetics Fear palette. I am affiliated with them. I'll put my code in the screen. You'll get 10% off. It's Reija, but I will put it in the screen. So this is about 36 euros, and it is vegan and cruelty free. This palette, but I'm not sure are they going to be vegan from now on because of the FDA stupid thingies. So this one has 16 shades, 8 mattes, 7 shimmers, and 1 pressed glitter. What I like about this palette is it has traditional shimmers, which is nice for a change, because you will see when we get to these newer palettes that I have that there's so much special shades, and sometimes it's very hard to know what color, what will it look like in your eye, because it necessarily doesn't show you the true shade in your eye even you swatch it. So it has one like this white shade that has a shift to maybe a bit. It's pretty similar to the Winter Wonderland white shade. It has silver also. The pressed glitter, it feels quite dry, and it's definitely not a formula that I would use. Where did I put my? Sorry. I mean, I love glitters. I have tons of loose glitters. Pressed glitters, not anymore, but I have used them, and I will use them if I find a good ones. But this one isn't one of them. It doesn't feel nice even in your fingers, so I can't imagine it feeling nice in the eye. I haven't tried it, and I'm not going to. This matte formula, it's really nice. They are buildable and blendable and pretty pigmented, but it's not my favorite formula. There are formulas that are easier to work with than these ones, but I can get it to work. Also, the brand style is pretty much like this, and also like gothic and maybe like scary stuff and such, which maybe isn't something that would be my style. But I feel like, especially because I'm I'm the maven in them. In there, I can show the customers that even though the theme is something like this, you can still do very soft and like not so like scary, dark and crunchy looks with this palette. So yeah, it's a nice palette, but not my favorite. Then we have Nomad Cosmetics New Zealand Stargazing. I always save the Nomad Cosmetics sleeves because in the sleeve in here, well, this is box, they have the inspo written behind here of the palette. So this is, of course, New Zealand Stargazing. Beautiful palette. This palette is about 59 euros. They also, when this launched, they opened a warehouse in Europe, so you don't get customs from this one either anymore. This also is, at least when I bought it, it was vegan and cruelty free, and like this is, but I don't know in the future are they going to be still the brand. I haven't, I think I maybe should have checked because the brands have put stuff in Instagram that are they going to stay vegan. So this one has 15 shades, 9 mattes and 6 shimmers, and all of the shimmers are multi-chromes. I'm very bad at showing multi-chromes. I'll do my best in the swatches, but like I can't do this. And also I love that this one has 2 lighter shade of multi-chromes because very often they are these black based multi-chromes which are very dark, and I like my look have like a lighter shimmer than the mattes. Or then I'll do a smoky eye. So yeah, this one also buildable, blendable. The artwork in this palette is beautiful. I have very much fallen into rabbit hole of space lately, so this palette came in the perfect time. And I love the color story. It's like, it's colorful but it's muted. The like blues and like they aren't like in your face bright shades like you can see in the other palettes that I'm gonna show you. So I think this is like a, I like that the mattes are muted so that the multi-chromes can shine in this palette. That's very nice. Also, the Nomad Cosmetics, they have visited all the places. They are like a destination based brand. They do palettes from destination that they have visited, and also from every palette they are donating to some cause that is connected with their place. So this one is Dark Sky International that restores nighttime environments and protects communities from the harmful effects of light pollution through outreach, advocacy and conservation. I will link well, when I link the palette from Nomad pages, there is a link where you can click to go and see the donation thingy, like what it really is. And I think like this is 59 euros. Yes, it's not the most cheapest palette, but it has 6 multi-chromes, and many times just the multi-chromes are like 15 euros, 15 to 20 euros a piece. So that would only make this like even if they would be 10 euros a piece, this would be 60 euros. No. Yeah, 60 euros. So I think they and then and their multi-chromes are nice quality too, and they are nicely shifty, because you can get a more expensive and more affordable multi-chromes, and many times the more affordable multichromes just aren't as good as the more expensive one, but I think the Nomad's multichromes are very good quality. And I know that lately Nomad had some problems with some palettes that had some shimmers that were too hard pressed, but this one doesn't have that problem at all. Then I have 3 palettes from the same brand that I reviewed in the same video, because 2 of them are more older one and the one of them is newer one. They just announced new collection, I think yesterday or Monday. Today is Wednesday, by the way. So that brand is Fantasy Cosmetics, and I have 3 palettes, like I said: Sorcerer, Wizard, Rogue, and Sorcerer. And these are all 9-pen palettes. This is Sorcerer, and this one has 4 mattes, 1 duochrome, and 4 multichromes. And like in this one, like this is more flaky shade, this is more smooth shade, so they have different textures. And then they have this very dark shade also in here, that you can do like very dark smoky eye with this if you want. And this color story is also pretty nice. Like, it's surprisingly versatile for 9-pen palette. So the Rogue and the these Sorcerer palettes are about 46 euros in monolith, and the Wizard is 48 euros. The shadows are also available as singles, and these are at their own pages. They are about 37 euros, and these are vegan and cruelty free. So this is the Sorcerer, and then the Rogue. The Rogue has 5 mattes and 4 multichromes, and it's beautiful. This one, all the shimmers are pretty dark. This blue is blue pinky something. It's a bit lighter, but they are all quite dark in this palette. But I like this, and this one has a matte black in it. And yeah, I've been really enjoying this, and I want the new palette too. So, and this is the Wizard. It has 5 mattes, 2 duochromes, 1 multichrome, and 1 holographic multichrome, which is this one. And this shade, when I saw it, was the trigger that made me buy this palette. It's blue and yellow palette. It doesn't have like mid-tone blue in it. It has 2 darker. Well, this is more like a purple. It has 2 darker shades and then 3 lighter shades of shimmers. But I love this pop of yellow. It's so beautiful, and this yellow shimmer is so beautiful, and this yellow matte works perfectly also. And same story with this one. You can build them up, you can blend them easily. They're not overly pigmented, like, yeah. And like I said, there are a few different shimmer formats in palettes. I think this one are mostly like this. In this palette are more smooth formulas. And yeah, like this shimmer is one of my favorites in my collection at the moment. I'm just checking that. Do I miss anything? No. So the new palette that they are coming out is going to be 12-pan, I think. It's first time that they're doing it. Okay, and then the last palette that I have to review today is one that will definitely be in my top 3. At least top 5 this year. And it's the Angelica Gold Moon. And this is a palette that I just can't stop using. I just can't. This is very expensive palette because it has so many special shades. So it has 21 shades, 10 mattes, 11 shimmers with 4 multichromes. No, 4 multidimensional holochromes, 2 ultra sparkly shimmers, 1 classic satin shimmer, and like different textures. And this far, this is the best palette that I have tried this year. So this is more expensive. It's about 86 euros from Monolith and about 67 from Rain. I ran into problem. I couldn't find 100% that is it vegan and cruelty free from their pages. And it doesn't say in here. So I'm not 100% sure, and I'm sorry for that. I tried to look, but I couldn't find. It says in the pages that the palette contains vegan pigments that are not FDA approved for immediate eye area. So it probably they are vegan and cruelty free. But I don't know in the future that can they, I don't know what will happen. So this is like a cool tone neutral heaven for me. It's a neutral palette with a twist because the shimmers are so special. And also these are pigmented and buildable but easy to work with. And you can go with different direction. You have more like a mauve shades, more like a grayy shades, and then like a cool tone browns. It's just so beautiful palette. The artwork also. All of these have very beautiful artwork. And these are also, as you can see, here's this nook in here, so you can remove these pans and rearrange them if you want to, or put them in your somewhere in your own palette if you want to. And it's like half mattes and half shimmers, and it's just so beautiful, and I can't stop using it. And I have a feeling that I'm gonna do the look in the wedding for the weddings from that palette. But like, who cares? It's not my wedding. 10-ish palettes reviewed quickly. So I will link every videos that I have done with them. When I link the palette, I will link the video beneath it, so you can watch the full review if you want to. And if not, it's okay too. I'll do these mini reviews because I know that not all people want to watch a full review and full look. Do I have black in there? No. And like a full video of one palette. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload. And we will see you hopefully very soon. Bye!